and welcome to Mexico News Network's Breaking News. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Elisa Carballo, and we have excellent information for you. Mexico News Network is your #1 source for reliable information on business and investments in the Americas, stock markets and bonds, and also corporate information on Mexico. So why not browse through our website for more on www.mexiconewsnetwork.com, our digital content platform. Now let's start with today's main headline stories. The very first round of the professional competition at the most important golf tournament in the PGA Tour in Mexico, the OHL Classic at Mayakoba, has started today, continuing on until November 15th. The tournament is taking place at the Golf Club Camaleon Mayakoba. This year's tournament will have a significant number of national and international golfers participating during these days, having the gorgeous Mexican Caribbean as its main setting. Some of the participants are Angel Cabrera from the US Open Masters Tournament, Stuart Kink, the British Open, Keegan Bradley from the PGA Championship, Jason Dufner from the PGA Championship as well, and Justin Leonard from the British Open, along with Graham McDowell from the US Open, Lucas Glover from the US Open, and Jeff Gilby from the US Open too. 7 out of the 8 tournament champions return for this year's event. These are Fred Funk from the year 2007, Mark Wilson from the year 2009, Cameron Beckman from the year 2010, Johnson Wagner from 2011, John Hugh from the year 2012, Harris English from 2013, and Charlie Hoffman, champion of the 2014. Now this last one making his triumphant comeback to defend his titles and also try to become the very first champion in the history of the tournament to win 2 tournaments in a row ever since its inception in the year 2007. Remember, Mexico News Network will be covering the entire event, so don't miss a thing and stay informed on our website. Moving along to more information, some days ago the World Bank named Mexico as the best economy in Latin America to do business in. During the very first quarter of 2015, foreign direct investment in Mexico has shown a steady record high. The Mexican economy is the largest contributor of growth in Latin America, mainly because during the last 6 years it's created over 1.6 million jobs. President Enrique Peña Nieto said that annual inflation in the country has registered a very low record for the 5th consecutive month. The Mexican crops and fields industry has also regained its strength and therefore contributed to the growth of the nation, registering exports of over $12 billion last year, 2014, which is a solid 12% growth in comparison to the year 2012. Now, Mexico is currently one of the 10 most visited countries in the world, and these accomplishments allow it to be possible to generate a better quality of life for its people and also establish a very solid and consistent business platform for foreign investors. In more news, the gas pipeline project that means to connect Mexico to Central America has been in development for some time now, and it wasn't until a few days ago that it finally saw the light. The construction of the pipeline is scheduled to kick off in 2016 and start operating fully by the year 2019. This is the first Latin American regional pipeline that will connect Mexico and Central America, a project that sees nothing but excellent benefits. This pipeline is intended to transport natural gas and therefore allow its exports to Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, which will therefore benefit these countries' job openings while boosting the industries themselves and empower their energy sector, which all of this at the same time will provide economic benefits for the governments and people. Besides such benefits, the availability of natural gas in Central America would avoid emissions, including the dangers of greenhouse gas that are currently causing climate change. By doing all of this, the Central America's Northern Triangle countries will be able to depend less on electric energy provided by fossil fuels and have a cleaner electric consumption and production, as well as reducing electric bills costs in industries, in the service sector, as well as homes. In order to get this done, the Central America's Northern Triangle countries faces 2 challenges according to the ECLCAC specialist. Number 1, the development of a modern regional legislation that will encourage the regional investment in pipelines, reception terminals, and electric plants. The second one is the scheme that will allow the making of a multinational company that will join the forces and investment of the countries involved within the development of the first Latin American regional pipeline. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more information on Mexico and the world after these few messages.